That's right, 3 secrets to help you find profitable winning trades. If you're struggling, you're finding it hard to consistently find profitable winning trades, then by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how I perform this in my own trading, and you're going to be able to do it in your own trading too. Now we're on the US dollar CAD. I'm in a live position. I'll go through exactly why I've taken this trade on the 1 hour time frame later in this video, so make sure you continue watching why I took this trade. But first, we're going to look at some higher time frames, and we're going to start applying secret number 1. Now, secret number 1 is the use of the hidden zone of supply and demand. So there is a video which you can watch at the end of this video all about the hidden zone of supply and demand. But briefly, I'll go through in this video exactly what that is and how you should be using it in your trading. So we're on the monthly time frame. The first thing we can identify is we can mark this trend line to the downside. Now that is showing me a break of this trend line. What that indicates is a possible hidden zone of demand. Now we have this drop, base, drop, which removed this previous low, which is an area of demand, which broke these highs to the upside. This area of supply is where I want to see the market to potentially come back for a nice sell back to the downside. So we're looking for the market now to make that pullback into that area. Now, unfortunately, the market did not come back and test this fresh area of supply on this last push up. And now we've seen the market dropping away. But in a moment, you'll see exactly how we use all these secrets to help you identify a smaller time frame entry that I've taken here in the market. Now, going down to the next time frame, the weekly. We're going to apply this same secret of the trend line on every time frame. It's the use of multiple time frames. So first off, we're going to identify this market has been in a trending situation to the downside. We can see the market has been making these lower highs and these lower lows, showing us that we're in that downtrend. So what do we do next? We find those last 2 pivot points, this swing high and this swing high. Now we're going to mark off these 2 points with a trend line. This identifies the break of a trend line with this bullish candle here. And what we have then is an area of demand left here in the market and a potential area of demand on this area, which broke to the upside. So now we have areas of demand where we're looking for the market to come back to. Now we do test it here and there's a good trade to the upside. That's the first trade. Now we've come deeper into this area of demand, and we also come into this area here, this larger zone, and we tested it, and we're now looking for a trade to go back up. So again, we're using this trend line of the break of that hidden zone to have an idea where the market's going to come back to. So that's the weekly. Let's go to the daily time frame. Now in the daily time frame, what we're seeing is the market is making a drop, base, drop, base, drop, base, drop. Now normally what we're looking for here for any positions to the long, we're looking for the break of this last area of say drop, base, drop. Now if you're not sure what the drop, base, drop is, or the rally, base, rally, which you may hear me say in this video, there is a video, I'm going to leave it linked above now, all about the drop, base, drop and the rally, base, rally zones and exactly how I look at those, I draw those on the charts, and how you can use them in your trading. So this is where we're seeing those drop, base, drops. So what we can now identify is the last 2 highs, which is these highs here, where we draw this trend line. So you see I've already got this trend line drawn from these highs where we've seen these drop, base, drop, drop, base, drop. Now on a lower time frame, you will see this as a swinging pattern on the 4 hour. But before we go down to that, we're going to look at where we have an area of demand. We can see here that the market has created this area of demand, which broke these highs. It's crucial you understand what is happening here in the market. We actually broke out and we tested this area and we rallied higher. Now there's a way I look at these areas as fresh and tested zones. And again, there is a video already in this channel to share with you about those fresh and tested zones. But I do go into much more detail on how to trade this inside the Forex Masterclass. Now, we'll leave a link below in the description of this video so you can go through and see what the Forex Masterclass is all about, Right now, it's not actually open, but you can leave your details if you want to find out more when it's open for you to enroll. So you can see here that the market has left this area of demand. It's a tested zone. Now there's a way we look at trading that. And again, you should go through after this video and watch that fresh and tested zone so you'll understand more how we look at that. Now the market's come into this zone again, I'm now looking for a reversal out of this zone. It's crucial you understand why we're looking for this. Now we're using this secret number 1 with the trend line to be broken. So now we're going to go down to a 4-hour time frame. This is that trend line. We can see the market here is making these lower highs as we're going down. We continue to drop, and I've drawn this because I've drawn it from these last 3 highs because they all link up, and it's showing you that daily drop-based drop as well. Now once we've seen this and we see the market breaking out with this bullish candle right here, and I'm going to go back quickly first to the daily now again. I'm going to show you on a daily time frame. When we see this breakout on this bullish candle, you could potentially have an area of demand here as well. And we can see the market has broken up, pulled back, and now we continue to go higher. Now, this is much more visual on a 4-hour time frame. So that's where we now go to for the entry. We're going to look at a 4-hour time frame. Remember, this is just secret number 1, using a trend line. Once you understand the 3 secrets together, it's all going to come together how we can look to take these trades. So now we're on this breakout right here on this bullish candle. What broke it was this last area here of demand. Now you can start to understand that we've broken out, pulled back into the area of demand. The market's gone higher, broken this previous high. This is what we call a break of structure. This is a very important part to understanding the way the markets move when you're using a supply and demand trading strategy. Now the market pulls back again. Let me just remove that last arrow and we can draw out another area here of demand. The market has come back into the demand zone and we rallied back out and we broke market structure again. Now what that is starting to show us is the market has gone from that bearish trend, and we just draw this out again, from this bearish market into a bullish market. You can see we've gone from making these lower highs to now making higher lows. So we're in that bullish trend. Now, understanding the way the markets move with a trend analysis is very important. It will help you to analyze those markets, and that again is something much more you will learn in any of my courses, and even the free courses right now on the website. There's a basics of supply and demand course and a trend trading course, absolutely free. Head over to the website now, the link is below in the description of this video. Grab those courses now while they are still free. Now we can see that the market has now gone higher again, breaking these highs, showing us a continuation to the upside. Now you can see I've got drawn on the chart is this area of demand where the market has now come back into, and that's where I've caught my trade. Now, if you understand the use of a supply and demand strategy, there is a set and forget strategy you can apply with supply and demand, and that is exactly how you could have taken this trade. You could have placed an entry where I have it placed on the chart as a set and forget entry, and the market has now gone higher. Now I'm already risk-free on this trade. I didn't quite capture the trade at the beginning to show you from the entry, but I wanted to show you that I'm in this trade. It's risk-free, and this is just using secret number 1, the trend line, showing us these areas of supply and demand when we're seeing the reversal. Now once we've seen this reversal, and if you didn't catch this first entry here, you've got another trade you can take here, and I've got a third trade that I've now taken here. As long as we see the market continue to go higher, breaking structure highs, we continue to look for those trades. Now looking to the left, we had this area here where the market is now broken. Now once the market's broken this area, we then have this next area here where the market's likely to go to. Understanding your areas of supply and demand to the left is where it's going to help you to look for those profit targets. Now you can see that this trade, I have an area here placed as a target. That is not my final target. I've just moved it out of the way so I can follow price now and start reading the markets as it moves. As I said, I'm risk-free. In fact, in a moment, I'm going to move this trade to break even as we've now broken out these previous highs. This is now a new area of demand that's now being created, and we could see the market pulling back into this area and continue back to the upside. Now it is also a fresh area, and we may not even see the market come back that low, as we do have an area here of imbalance that's been left behind as well. if you really want to take your trading to the next level, then you need to check out my free pre-recorded webinar, link below in the description of this video, so you can start learning how you can build your account balance without blowing your account by risk and money management. I hope to see you there. So let's go to a 1 hour time frame next. Now the 1 hour time frame, if you're using the hidden zone, how you would actually look for that is, again, you'll be looking for the break of a trend line. This happens on this candle and it'll leave this area here now of demand. And you'll be looking for the market to pull back into the area for buy. Now that isn't how I'm taking this trade, because I was looking for a trade out of this area of 4 hour demand. But that is how you will approach the use of that trend line on the retracement. So that is secret number 1, the use of that trend line to find those hidden zones. Now secret number 2, we're going to look at secret number 2 with the use of the false breakout. Now there's a video that goes through this trading strategy with the use of false breakout. It's a great insight on how I look to trade the markets. Again, I do go through that in much more detail inside that Forex Masterclass. Now let's have a look at exactly what we're seeing on the chart. We are seeing the market breaking to the upside, breaking this high. We've pulled back, we've continued to go higher, and you can see the market continues to go higher. Then we've pulled back and we can see the market's come back with this bullish candle. This is where I've drawn this low. We've then gone back through one more candle and we've seen the rally to the upside. What that is now left behind as we break these structure highs here is another area of demand, which I just went through with that break of the trend line. So you can either use structure to look for that, but the point of this area, of this secret, is to show you that this is a manipulation of these lows with a false break. Now what I mean by the false break, with the break of this one bearish candle to downside, and this is going to come into secret number 3 in a moment, what this candle was starting to show me. And then you can see the market after this bearish candle, we had this bullish candle with a long upper wick, and then the market has gone higher. So how did I capture that trade right there in the market? Well, once we've seen this false break happening on this bearish candle, again, you can learn that. I'm going to leave a link above now, and you'll be able to go through and watch that video at the end of this video if you wish on that false breakout. Now what it's going to show you is that the banks are taking those stops. We have stops already below this low, and we now have stops below the low of this bullish candle. This one bearish candle is taking those stops, and then we're seeing the reversal. Now to show this better, I'm going to drop down to the next time frame. Let's go to the 30-minute. Now on the 30-minute, you're going to be able to identify this low where we see the bounce. We come back in. We do have a spike below, but we see the bounce once again. Now that last bounce is bringing in buyers into the market. And then we see this final bearish candle to downside, removing those lows here and taking out anybody who already bought in this market. Then we see the continuation of the upside. Now I'm going to highlight a candlestick here on this chart. We have 2 candles right here. Now this is going to come into secret number 3. And if you haven't already seen the previous video I released on my profitable price action strategy with this secret number 3, you can watch that at the end of this video. Then it's all going to make sense and you can bring everything together. And this is how I caught this trade. I've used the use of the secret number 1, the trend line, to break, creating areas of hidden zones. I've then gone in, I've used this secret number 2, that false breakout. And now secret number 3 is the candlestick pattern, what we're now seeing. Now, not only do we identify this pattern right now on the 30-minute time frame, we also identify this pattern on a 1 hour time frame. So we have this pattern on both time frames. Now, the pattern we're looking at is in fact this candlestick here, and even that bearish candle before it on this time frame. And on the lower time frame of that 30-minute, let me just quickly go back. You'll see it on this candlestick right here, and even this bullish candlestick here was identifying to me the market was likely to reverse. Now, being inside an area of demand already and showing me that false breakout with that false breakout video you can watch as well, and the use of the third secret of this candlestick pattern, I had a very high probability of a great trade. So that is how you can use these 3 secrets in this video to turn your trading around and find profitable winning trades. Now, as I said, there is 3 videos that goes through in more detail what we've gone through in this video. I will leave every video linked below in the description of this video. You can watch them one by one, going through the trend line with the hidden zones, going through that false breakout, the use of that as a strategy, and the use of the candlestick pattern. All those 3 videos I will leave linked below in this video. Now, if you've had value out of this video, and only if you've had value out of this video and it's going to help you in your trading, leave me a like, give me a share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and go through all those 3 videos next, as I'm confident it's going to turn your trading around so you can find trades just like this. Now, before I go, I'm just going to move this trade to break even. Now, I'm risk-free on this trade. I've taken profits off, and I'll be watching this trade now, looking to exit and taking partials. Now, my next area is most likely going to be at this area here in the market. If we come up into this area, and again, if we go to a daily at the same time, we've also got this daily area here. So we've got this area here on the daily. So if I see the market coming back into that area, I'm going to be taking some partials off on this trade. And that's exactly how you can use these 3 secrets to help you find profitable winning trades with a supply and demand strategy. Now, to see exactly how I take those trades time and time again, check out this video coming up now, which will go through my trade reviews, and you'll be able to go through and see step by step how I take my trades with the use of a supply and demand strategy.